Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Aditya. Can you see three of us, Aditya?
Yes, sir, I can see.
Good. So, please introduce yourself to the panel very briefly.
Sir, I belong to Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. I have done mechanical engineering from NIT Bhopal. Subsequently, sir, I have worked as a data analyst in a private firm. Then I am working as an account officer in Akola, Maharashtra in EPFO.
Okay. You're still working with EPFO?
Yes, sir.
So, tell me, Aditya, let's begin with your present assignment. Uh, how this EPFO 2.0, you know,
Yes, sir.
has been a game changer for people requiring the services of EPFO.
Yes, sir, because in the EPFO 2.0, we have introduced digital governance or the digital mediums. So
Good.
the advanced claim now can be settled digitally. Apart from it's a digital life certificate are being given. So now people need not required to visit the regional center every time. Also, sir, we have worked a lot in the grievance redressal mechanism wherein we provide redressal to the grievances within 20 days, and we have also reduced rejection rates.
Very good. Very good. Aditya, you said you are from Bhopal. So I am reminded of one environmental disaster that happened,
Yes, sir.
Bhopal gas tragedy. But I am not asking you that.
Yes.
Uh, some of the debris of that gas tragedy
Yes, sir.
was taken to Pitampura
Yes, sir.
for incineration,
Yes, sir.
and that met with a lot of protests.
Yes, sir.
Now, ultimately, none other than the Honorable Chief Minister himself had to go and convince people.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's a good awakening about the environment in the people of Madhya Pradesh and in India?
Yes, sir. Some people were like they have apprehension because of the nature of the hazard that it has. However, sir, government has taken all the safety measures during the transportation and the disposal of the hazard, and definitely with such incident and the
So very good. So Aditya, suppose in your district, suppose whether Madhya Pradesh, any state, you know the new latest relaxation in the nuclear policy.
yes, sir.
Nuclear small module reactors are allowed.
Yes, sir.
FDI has been allowed.
Yes, sir.
Suppose a proposal comes to you that a nuclear reactor is being put up in your district.
Yes, sir.
Give your views about the forest and environment.
Yes, sir.
What are the SOP? What is the procedure that you will adopt, and how would you recommend something which is so important for the country?
Yes, sir. Sir, for the SOP, various safety measures that needs to be taken, I will suggest them. Like first of them, it should be at a distant place from the residential area and the public places, so that in case of radioactivity, we have sufficient threshold.
Very
Secondly,
good.
we should have proper availability of the water, because water is required not only during the functioning but also in the case of there is any hazard that can be used. Thirdly, sir, there should be a training or awareness among the people which will be handling the plant and the people residing along, so that in the case of hazard, we can have
Very good.
a
Aditya, now coming to a point
yes,
that you have made all assessments, environmental impact assessment, everything which is required for nuclear reactors,
yes,
and
sir.
you are convinced. Say you're about to send a proposal.
Yes, sir.
There is a protest and people ghirao you.
Yes, sir.
How would you change your decision,
No,
or
sir. Because,
how would you go ahead?
sir, because we have already done environment impact assessment, and in that we would have done public hearing as well. So I would not change the decision. However, because public is a strong stakeholder of the region, I will try to convince them that this project is not only for the economic welfare of the region but also for their energy security.
Of
And
course.
Sir, in the recent crisis, the explanation can be more easier. Like presently, we are having the energy issue, so I can give this example.
That's good. Ajit, my last question.
Yes, sir.
I have worked as an IS officer in my state and also in the center. The
Yes, sir.
forest department and the forest secretary is the most hated person,
Yes, sir.
hated department in the government,
Yes, sir.
whether at the political level or the bureaucratic level.
Yes, sir.
Now, they want the forest department to be more inclusive and participative.
Yes, sir.
What kind of attitude you will have? Would you prefer to remain hated to do your job, or you think there is something which is your responsibility also towards nation building?
Sir, this for the other department or the people, like.
Your whatever you are supposed to do.
Yes, sir. Sir, because in the other department there is a perception that forest department is like they obstruct or hinder the developmental work. So
Correct.
I will try that whatever such, if there are any instances where really there are backlog or issues by the department, their file are moved easily. However, sir, also there is a perception in the people that development and environment are the two different things. So I will try to convince them that whatever forest department is saying, it is going along the line of sustainable development only. And if we will ignore the forest, ecology, biodiversity, the development will have of no use. And sir, for the public, the trust building exercise can be done, sir, because they are also.
Good. Thank you, Aditya. I pass on to our Mr. Shrikant.
Yes.
Yes,
Aditya, nowadays we hear about ecotourism,
yes, sir.
and especially that happens in especially in Western Ghats, Himalayas, and okay.
Yes, sir.
We have seen the effects of such ecotourism, increase in the population, tourist population, and vehicular pollution.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
what is your view on this? Do we promote ecotourism more, or there has to be some restrictions?
Sir, though ecotourism is good for increasing the awareness, generating revenue, but there should be reasonable restrictions because there are issues like the littering and the plastic pollution by the tourists. There are encroachment in the core areas of the tiger reserve in the national park. So definitely some restrictions, like for example, sir, recently only court has restricted safari in one of the national park, night safari in the one of the national park. So sir, these measurements are needed so that this does not become a threat to the ecosystem, because ecotourism is for the conservation of biodiversity and not to pose threat on them.
You have mentioned one of the activities is following space science.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
Sir, space science includes cosmology, how the universe developed, how are the what are the planets, what are the various celestial body, including black hole, wormhole. So it also includes various concept of the space science, including general theory of relativity, the if there is life beyond Earth. So all these things are I like to pursue.
Okay. What is your what's the you like the how the universe emerged?
So there are two main theory. One is the Big Bang theory that says that the universe emerged from a singularity. There was a single dense point. Out of that, everything expanded and formed. And other theory is the, sir, given by one of the Indian scientists, Jayant Narlikar, steady state theory, which says that universe was always there. There was no point of beginning. So, sir, by the going by the proof now we have in the space science that Big Bang theory is most accepted due to the various evidences we got. For example, there is a continuous expansion of the universe that we can observe.
Okay, okay. In the space science, of
Yes,
course, I don't know whether it did not mention the uh, ISRO, the
yes, sir.
contribution of the space science
Yes, sir.
research. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
And what is the recent achievement of ISRO in the last 6 months?
Sir, one of the achievement is we have sent one of the heaviest payload in the mission Bahubali, in which which was for a private player and for the satellite internet. Apart from it, ISRO is just going to launch the Gaganyaaan's non crew module G1. This is also one of the achievement. And sir, thirdly, we have also proposed for the for making of Bharat Antriksh Station, and the going to land on moon by 2040. Apart from it, sir, we are also working for the small satellite rocket that is also in a developmental stage, sir.
Yeah. You worked for nearly a decade in EXL, the
Yes, sir. Around 8 9 years.
one of the roughly
Yes,
in a decade.
yes, sir.
And then why did you shift to a company? Why did you shift to an organization when
Yes, sir.
in today's world, whether it is a public or a
Yes,
private
sir.
sector, organization is working, it is the same. It is not much of what used to be earlier. Why
Yes,
did
sir.
you shift to EPFO?
Sir, because I always had a leaning towards civil services and administration. So I found that in EPFO there are some elements of public dealing. There are elements of civil services, although not 100%. Also, there is a reasonable diversity of work because we have to work as account officer as well as enforcement officer. So I thought for the sake of work satisfaction, because I had already worked in the private sector, I thought for the increasing my work satisfaction and exploring how the public sector works, I should change my job.
Okay. Don't you think now in the present days, present setup and in future also,
Yes, sir.
the things are moving from public or means what is all the public interaction, moving
Yes,
from
sir.
more of public interaction to less of public interaction,
Yes, sir.
bringing technologies, AI, or even
Yes, sir.
any other technology, so that
Yes.
you be the same thing we might have heard about income tax also.
Yes, sir.
Faceless, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes, sir.
yeah, yeah. Then why do you need more public interaction? Why it attracts you?
Sir,
The other
for
things are moving different in a different direction.
yes, sir. Sir, public interaction attracts me because by public interaction I mean that the satisfaction you get by solving the small problems of people. So that satisfaction is a motivation to the public servant. So if, despite having faceless system, we encounter with people where they are not able to log in, they are not able to download their EPFO passbook. There are issues related to the claim settlement, or they do not know about the documents. So there we solve their small issues, and that gives a satisfaction, sir.
Don't you think that our technology is not enabling such things? There are large number of services,
Yes, sir.
service providers, private people
Yes,
in the
sir.
market. In the market,
Yes, sir.
you can
Sir,
assist. Our technology sometimes doesn't support that.
sir, technology is always a bridge, but it cannot be the ultimate reliability. Like you need human intervention at some place. So like 95% can be done by technology, but there should be someone who is supervising that technology. And if there is a breakdown in the system, there should be some person. And also, sir, in India, the digital literacy is not that good at the present time. So people are not very handy in using the internet, using the
Sir,
digital system.
don't you think we have digital literacy? The person may not know what is what,
Yes, sir.
but
Yes,
a
sir.
person sitting on the road selling a vegetable uses UPI.
Yes, sir. Definitely. But
We,
sir,
if you make
because
you make a technology
yes, sir.
usable or it
Yes,
is
sir.
practical.
We are now making it more
Yeah,
simpler,
that's
because the present EPFO 2.0 is little complex. So we are moving toward EPFO 3.0, wherein, sir, UPI like claim settlement can be done by just a click. And yes, sir.
yeah, and that's because you have spent a decade,
Yes, sir.
almost a decade in that. That's
Yes,
why.
yes. Yes, sir.
Now, recently in Maharashtra, there was a project,
Yes, sir.
uh, postal road project, where Supreme Court gave a decision.
Yes,
Mangroves
sir.
felling can be allowed.
Yes, sir.
Some people told it's a ecological suicide.
Yes, sir.
Environmentalist, activist.
Yes, sir.
How do you look at it?
Sir, like we have to make a balance in development and ecology. So the critical projects we need to after having a adequate safeguard, we have to give them clearance. Otherwise, if we do not develop, we will be compromising social equality and the social development of the people. So I think compensatory afforestation can be done if we cut those mangroves, and the large number of mangroves can be developed in other areas.
Okay. Recently, solid waste management rules,
Yes, sir.
yeah, 2026
Yes, sir.
amended. Do you have
Yes.
any idea about what is an amendment?
Sir, I know that there are two main things that have been done. First is the number of segregation has been increased. There are now waste have to be segregated into four parts: dry, wet, and two more, sir, I'm not able to recall. And second is the extended bulk waste producer responsibility has been reduced. So those complexes, multi-story buildings which produces bulk waste, now government has given them responsibility to adequately dispose the waste.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Aditya, good to see you. Very good
Yes,
afternoon.
good
So,
afternoon.
Aditya, you are interested in space science. There has been a recent failures and investigations going on with the ISRO.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what is that about?
Ma'am, if I can recall right, it was related to the PSLV failure, the 62 mission that failed. It was due to the drop in the pressure in the one of the launchers, rocket launch. And for that, because even the previous failure was also failures, for that there was already an investigation going on in the Department of Space. However, I do not know what measures have been taken, ma'am.
Okay. Do you, in EPFO, how do you think we can prevent some I mean, there are a lot of loopholes in the laws. So,
Yes.
what are the things that you have observed, and how do you think we can bridge that?
Ma'am, the government is trying to simplify the rules. So now, for example, initially we had 13 categories of advance claim. Government has reduced it to three category only. Also, we are removing the redundant clauses from the act so that there is no confusion. And there are loopholes like wage splitting done by the employer so that the PF amount can be reduced. For that, also in the labor law, we have made it strict that the 50% of the salary should constitute the basic salary, so that wage splitting can also be reduced. So I think making things more clearer and setting deadlines and accountability is what government is doing, ma'am, for reducing this.
Okay. Observing the current crisis in the parliament.
Yes,
So, who do you put the blame on?
ma'am, regarding the deadlocks, ma'am, I think it's the responsibility of all the parties which are in the parliament, because not a single party can run the parliament. So opposition as well as the ruling party should make a consensus, and through the initiatives like all party meeting, we can do it. And we should also like abandon the political hostility and should work like a team in the parliament. So I would say that it's a collective responsibility.
Regarding the bike competition, is it a race or what?
Sorry, ma'am.
Regarding the bike competition, is it a bike race or?
Ma'am, it was a bike designing competition, and after that we have to fabricate the bike, and then it was also a race. So it was a entire life cycle from designing it, fabricating, developing, and race also.
Okay, in order to improve the environment sustainability of this bike, what
Yes.
is the important thing that you would ensure?
There are various things. For example, catalytic converter should be installed so that the emissions are reduced. The power source, either the engine should be lean and not emitting the much emission, or we can use the different power sources, including the EV vehicles or the EV sources. Other than it, during the manufacturing process, we can use the lean manufacturing in which the emissions are less, the wastage are less, so that the production of the bike is also proper.
My last question, Aditya, how eco-friendly are you?
Ma'am, I try to be as much eco-friendly as possible. Like in my daily life, I try to use the less electricity. I try to use go by walk as much as possible. Recently, ma'am, we have installed the rooftop solar plant in our home so that we can save energy, and we also have a good plantation and the trees in our home. So in that way, I try to be as much eco-friendly as possible, ma'am.
Thank you, Aditya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Over to you, sir. So you mute, sir.
Aditya, you are from Madhya Pradesh,
Yes,
and
sir.
Madhya Pradesh has a sizable tribal population,
Yes, sir.
and the forests where tribes are living. Now, tribals are considered to be both users as well as protectors.
Yes, sir.
But lately, the mainstreaming of tribals has resulted in, shifting the cultivation. They're coming out of forests
Yes,
and taking over other lands,
yes, sir.
or maybe converting forest lands into agriculture.
Yes, sir.
How you would prevent this, or would you allow this, because it is a food versus forest? It's a
Yes,
very
sir.
so what? How would your approach be?
Sir, like for the agriculture needs, there are mechanism like Tongya system that we follow that we can allow the free land in the forest wherein the villagers can grow their food. However, we cannot allow them to do the shifting cultivation or cutting the trees because it will not only set a wrong example, it will be a detrimental for their ecology also. And secondly, sir, we can provide them employment opportunity and the income sources outside the forest. So for that, the skill training can be done. They may be mainstreamed into the agro industries.
Okay.
Also, sir, Vandhan Kendras that government is making for the value addition in the non-timber forest produce that can
Good.
also boost their income. Yes, sir.
So Aditya, we are over with the informal interview.
Sure.
You'll do very well, Aditya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. All the best to you.